Most of us who have ever owned a car would have had the dispirited feeling of seeing it eventually start to cough, splutter, fail its MOT and generally fall to pieces until it's fit for only one thing, the scrap heap. But even cars that have reached the end of the road can still go out in style, as Jo Good discovered when she went down to Wimbledon one Sunday night to visit the capital's last remaining banger racing circuit.
Check your mirror, engage gear, indicate, check mirror again, pull away slowly and always take care to observe the safety of other road users.
All the necessary bits of advice we're given before we can safely drive our pride and joy, but here the rules don't apply because these are bumper cars for big boys.
Just a thrill going out there and smashing cars up.
It's just every man for themselves.
Crashing. Speed and crashing.
Crashing?
Crashing.
In this crash-bang-wallop form of motorsport, you get hold of a drivable MOT failure before the breaker's yard crusher gets there first, and you turn it into a racing car. This car was on death row, but it's had a reprieve. Banger racer Keith Conlon is borrowing it from his local scrapyard and is converting it to go on at least one ride of its life.
I go over there, pick a car up, it's a full road car. Go back to my yard, strip everything out of it, all the interior, all the glass. The only thing that we keep original in the car is a steering wheel and a seat. And then we have to put our roll cages in, which is 2 uprights and a cross. That goes behind the driver's seat to protect the driver. And we also have a door plate on the driver's side. You have to have cut-off keys and fuel taps. In case cars catch on fire, you turn your fuel tap off, just for the marshals, really, because in case you're knocked unconscious, you wouldn't be able to do it. We've got our own colours that we paint our car, so we transform the look of it. My girlfriend sign writes the cars, and they look pretty shiny under the lights. If you can imagine going in a road car and being able to take out anyone on the road, you can do that on the track, smash up who you want.
Last week I was in this car and I'd done 1 lap, got put into the fence and took that wheel off. I didn't have any spares, so I couldn't carry on.
It was a birthday present for me a couple of weeks ago and the car didn't go, broke down, so they said I can have another go this week.
So your other half has paid for you to...
Yeah, I think the insurance policy must be quite good.
These are new overalls, Lewis.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's my first race.
Your first race?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
No.
No?
Oh, yeah.
Right. You seem a nice bloke.
Till I get in one of them.
Oh, right. You turn into an animal.
There's a lot of people that want to smash me up. It's like boxing, going out into the ring. You sight yourself up before you go out, and then you know what you're ready for. And as you come out, it just feels like you're coming out into the track, and that's it, time to go.
Time for Keith's first race. Will his car's new life be a long or short one? Whoops! They said they like crashing. Keith escaped that prank, but I'm sure that's our new boy. He's not even made it round the first bend. Apparently, there are rules to this. A race consists of 15 laps of an oval track, and basically the last car with enough life in it left to cross the finish line first is the winner.
The surface out there is not like the road, it's like an ice rink. If you go like a bat out of hell, you're going to end up more than likely doing yourself too much damage to carry on the race, or you're going to have a fence. But if you just time your moment right to take the car out or to get past the car in front of you, then it just helps you out in the race.
Can't believe not only has our car survived, Keith's only gone and won the first race.
Hey, stop! 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 Hey, listen, I have to give you a kiss. Well done. Let me see this.
You can carry that if you want. You bring it out to the pits.
Someone not quite as happy, though, was the lad with the new overalls on his first ever race.
What happened then?
I just got spun out and I went to start my car again and it wouldn't start.
Oh, you know, you're kidding.
Yeah,
So did you didn't actually do a lap?
No.
Oh, no.
With his car unroadworthy, even for this place, Lewis couldn't race again that night. But all over the pits, others were performing miracles of engineering in very little time before the next race.
What do you think it is, the fan belt? Shaft. Not the spark plugs?
No, I wish it was.
How did this happen then?
Because I smashed into someone.
Right, so you honestly think this is going to get back into the next...
Of course it will. Of course it will. Ye of little faith, eh?
I wouldn't even go driving to the shop to own that.
There's something enticingly primeval about this place. But how on earth, in these days of high visibility vests and health and safety rules lurking around every corner, can the organisers get away with allowing people to deliberately drive into one another at high speeds?
You'll have anywhere between 70 and 150 cars there, and all the safety features for the driver and for the car itself, they're there. They have to wear fireproof overalls. These are all checked before the meeting. The crash helmet has to be to a particular specification. Has to be a fiberglass crash helmet, so it's safe for contact motorsport. You're not allowed to hit the driver's door. You can only race in one direction around the track. You're not allowed to what we call a follow-in, which is you pick up a car and you just push it all the way into the fence while you're still latched onto the back of it.
A couple of them did.
They did, and they got banned for it, unfortunately.
How do you take someone out then?
Well, there's a number of ways you can take someone out. You can either spin them out, line them up, and take the back quarter out of the car and push as hard as you can flat out, or at the end of the straight, instead of braking, you can use them as your brakes and whack them out the back. They go flying into the fence, you carry on going around. Or if you want to wreck your car, you just drive them flat out into the fence. Or if they're parked up, hit them flat out.
Have you ever been badly injured?
I've been injured, yeah, nothing too bad. I've just had broken like ribs, thumb, foot, done my knee in once. Like, a lot of the breaks, you don't bother going to the hospital because then they plaster you up and you can't race. Like, the worst one I had was my broken ribs, and I raced with broken ribs till they got better because I didn't want to stop.
But you must have been in agony.
Sometimes you can just take it for the sport you love.
So who did what here? Did he mash you up?
Pretty much, yeah.
Was it friendly?
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
That's what it's all about, yeah.
As a slightly surreal but hugely entertaining evening came to a close, fortunately no drivers seemed visibly injured. But a few of them looked as if they might be looking for a new wreck to race with. But good news for Keith's old banger, and it even gets a sensible driver behind the wheel.
So there's no early return to the scrapyard for this one. Somehow it's managed to survive. It'll have one more night of thrills and spills with a little bit of welding. But if your old jalopy has to be scrapped, you might consider contacting your local banger racer, because they're always short of cars, and then you can have the night of your life and watch its final moment of glory before it's shoved into the great big crusher in the sky.
Believe it or